In the machine, Squidward. What the? Din's fire... James! What in Furor's finest finery are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? Can't you read the balloon?
It says theory.
Wait, are you trying to float a theory by me?
I'm so glad you put this together before it got out of hand. Thank goodness. What the hell?
You've chosen to start the day with sarcasm. I'm choosing to start it with archery lessons.
You've never taken a lesson.
Pretty good for never having taken a lesson, huh? So what's this theory?
I don't know about the rest of you, but Donkey Kong Bananza looks pretty darn good. As a man whose top 3 favorite things to do in games are kick things, punch things, and throw things, this new Donkey Kong installment has my excitement gland in several knots. I even got my hands on one of the GameStop kiosk 15-minute demos. It lets you dig through this mine area with your fists, then the island area every trailer keeps showing us. Some abilities are locked behind the fact it's a demo, the in-game text will warn you, but I'm not sure exactly what was locked. I could still punch absolutely motherfucking everything, within reason, to dust, so it is still a smashing good time.
All of that is true, specifically the excitement gland part. Doctors are baffled, surgeons are stunned, and one physician even said, "Stop stealing my fish out of the tank and get out of my office." So Nintendo has a firm grip on James once more, and James has a firm grip on that fish.
It's mine now.
Unfortunately, the game is locked behind a $520 paywall.
I'm naming it Cornelius.
So we likely will not have hold of it until we decide we need the game more than we need to pay rent. But I have a feeling that won't stop James from telling us his theory.
It will not.
Ugh.
So after seeing the trailers and playing the demo myself, I came to a conclusion that I haven't seen anyone else take a stab at. Something I'm sure will open some eyes, scare some shoes off, and fill some diapers. Donkey Kong is the new Wario.
Okay. Let's let him have his space, everyone. Maybe he's onto something. Stating one established character as another established character is quite bold, and I'm curious to see what his mind cooked up to help him present this.
First, gold.
First?
I will not claim to have played many Donkey Kong games in my life. I was most interested in the ones that had him smashing, karting, or partying, but not many with him as the one in the adventure. But to my knowledge, Donkey Kong games have had a certain currency that serves as the thing to collect and spend on upgrades. Bananas. Yeah, you collect coins and Kong letters, but those are for completion or because they give you more than one banana at a time. Donkey Kong has never had need for something beyond that. Yet Bananza features gold. Lots of it, everywhere. In the demo where I demolished almost everything everywhere, I racked up so much gold it has me wondering how many outfits are in the game and if they justify all this gold.
Gold is your first point?
I just find it odd that a banana collecting Nintendo title character is suddenly adding a new currency to his pocket, upending the economy of the entire franchise to make gold worth something. He doesn't even collect bananas anymore unless they're in gem form. On the other side, Wario has always collected gold. Whether he beats it out of enemies or shakes it from their discarded money bags, Wario has, in nearly every game he's starred, collected gold and gems to fill his wallet to massive proportions.
It is somewhat strange that DK is going mining. In overalls, specifically.
That brings me to point 2, DK's new look. Fuck's he doing in overalls? Before I begin, this new design of our punchy monkey does not sit well with me. He reminds me more of a puppy than the ape we've all come to know. This guy can't throw a punch, but we're supposed to believe he can flatten an Alp with his fists? No. This guy can throw punches. He has been for over 20 years. Anyway, Nintendo's crusade to put every Mario character in overalls continues with DK as its latest victim.
It also doesn't necessarily point to him replacing Wario in any way.
True, I just find it weird he has them now. This point was more of a 1A. Point 3. Transformations.
I can see where you're coming from with this one. When we think Donkey Kong, the word transformations doesn't come to mind. In fact, Wario's platforming games are pretty famously synonymous with the word, considering you need them to help you move on. Bat Wario, Fire Wario, Allergic to Bees Wario, they're used to traverse platforming obstacles in most cases.
It is very strange to see Donkey Kong change forms in the way he will be in Bananza. First and foremost, why to an ostrich or a zebra? That's so weird. Very similar to Wario, these are changes the player seeks out to move through specific areas. Also to punch really hard when he goes Super Saiyan Kong.
Hole in your point, Yoshi. He also transforms, so who's to say Donkey Kong isn't becoming the next Yoshi?
See, I thought of that too. Yoshi needs to transform. He turns into helicopters, boats, and other things to help him. Donkey Kong never needed to change his appearance to fit the situation. He always had animal buddies to ride or Diddy on his back with a jetpack to help him float.
I suppose you have a point. When DK did change in the 64 game, it was into already established characters like Rambi, and Lanky changed into On Guard. It's not like they grew horns or gills.
These are cool, but feel unnecessary for someone like Donkey Kong with so many animal friends to help him out. My final point, and this one is the stretchiest of stretches, I feel like the game was designed with Wario originally in mind.
You're right, that point is a bit unbelievable.
I think with everything I've discussed so far, in addition to Oddrock being revealed as the travel companion from the beginning, leads me to believe this was originally for Wario to star in. The punching abilities, the transformations, the gold, the overalls, it all just feels less like Donkey Kong and more like what a Wario 3D platform could have been.
If he wasn't busy being made into more microgame installments, Wario probably could return to his platformer roots.
I would certainly like that. I think we're due for a good Wario game again. The last adventure game we got was Wario Land Shake It in 2008, so the world has been waiting quite a while.
Are you and the 5 other people on the planet still holding out hope, ready to continue waiting?
Yeah, we're used to it. None of this is to say Donkey Kong Bananza is going to be a bad game. I say it'll even be an incredible game. After what I played in that GameStop, I'm absolutely floored by it, honestly. The gameplay was tight, punches had impact and force. Throwing things is just as fun as most games make it out to be. I found Pauline to be kind of annoying, but there's a setting in the options that allows you to turn down her helpful advice, which is nice. If I already had a Switch 2, this would be a game I would have a hard time not pre-ordering. $70 is still a lot to pay for any video game, and I have a hard time thinking of even one that justifies the price. But damn, this is going to be fun to play. Eventually.
To recap, you think the transformations, the gold, and Oddrock point to a thought that this game may have, at one point, been originally considered a game that stars Wario.
Yes. Playing the demo really solidified these thoughts. I think Pauline was added after it was reworked into a DK game, leading to what we have today. I don't think it would be that different if Oddrock was kept and Wario was made the star. He still punches, transforms, gobbles gold, so maybe some brave modder in the future will fulfill the dream that Nintendo let Donkey Kong steal from us land fans.
I think we've humored James long enough.
Yep.
He got his words out.
Yep.
He floated his theory.
I did.
What do you think of his thinky thoughts?
They're great.
Do you agree?
I do.
Do you miss when Wario games were adventures instead of micro?
Yes, I do!
Let us know in the comments, not directly in my ear, and be sure to follow us for more.
Fine.